Here's a little bit of music news that was interesting. So Donald Trump went to a factory where he was supposed to wear a mask, and he didn't wear a mask. Pence recently did the same thing. I don't know what you're proving by not wearing a face mask in a facility where you should be using a face mask. Like, why? And I know Pence said something like his mom told him he didn't have to, or, those people that do that right now, that's the equivalent of that person who, when you're like you're in a group, maybe you're going on a road trip and you're all in a vehicle together, and one person just doesn't wear their seatbelt because they think it makes them really cool by not wearing a seatbelt. Like, they're not wearing their seatbelt, and the thing beeps, like the car beeps, like beep, 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 and it's annoying for everyone there. And somebody in the car says, "Hey, yeah, it's beeping because you don't have your seatbelt on." And the person goes, "Yeah, okay." And they still won't put your seatbelt on. They won't do it. They just won't put their seatbelt on because they're very cool. They are so cool by not putting their seatbelt on. You're so incredibly cool. By the way, guess who has two thumbs and would be dead if it wasn't for a seatbelt? This guy. This guy. When I was in my accident in 2013, I went full on into a median. If it wasn't for a seatbelt, I'd be dead. I guarantee you I would have went through that windshield. And this was a highway. So there was a median separating the highway this way and the highway that way. So had I not had my seatbelt on, I would have went head first through a windshield into oncoming traffic. There is no way I would have survived that. So a seatbelt caused me to have bruised ribs. Sleeping was uncomfortable for a couple weeks. Yeah, longer than that, actually. It was, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, but I guarantee the airbag would not have stopped me from going through that windshield. And I would have, it just wouldn't have, the timing wouldn't have been. Because when I hit, and I mean, I don't remember it like super well, but I mean, the way when I hit and I went back, then the airbag, I mean, that's kind of how I remember it. Although, it's foggy. I mean, usually you don't remember every single detail when something like that happens. And I don't either. But anyway, so here's what Trump did. And here's the goofy music news. The song Live and Let Die was blasting as Trump visits a mask factory. As Trump toured an N95 mask manufacturing plant in Phoenix on Tuesday, his visit to the facility was accompanied by a head-scratching musical soundtrack. The Paul McCartney penned Live and Let Die, as performed by Guns N' Roses, which, by the way, that is our song of the day today. Live and Let Die. Listen to the Guns N' Roses version or the Paul McCartney version. It was the theme song for a James Bond movie, which, if memory serves me right, not one of my favorite James Bond movies. The president and his entourage were touring a Honeywell factory that produces the masks worn by medical workers to protect them from breathing in the deadly virus, standing next to a green bin filled with hundreds of masks, and notably unfaced masked Trump watched an employee work. As the music segued from the Animals' House of the Rising Sun into the song McCartney wrote and recorded for the James Bond film of the same name. And the song, of course, is Live and Let Die. Now, here's what's interesting. Nobody else, if you look at this photo here, nobody else has a mask on either. I can't help notice that, like no one else has a mask on either. I don't know if maybe they all just decided to have a measuring contest right then and there. Like, I'm not going to wear a mask. Oh, well, if he's not going to wear a mask, I won't wear a mask either. I, too, will not wear a mask. Am I cool now? Why don't you just, honestly, why don't the three of you just whip them out and measure? Just do it. That's what you want. That's what this is all about. Just whip it out, have your measuring contest, and whoever wins has bragging rights or wins whatever money you put on the table. And then you can put your mask on like adults. It's like, what are you proving? I don't take proper medical precautions during a pandemic because I'm so cool. That's like James Dean cool. Remember when the Fonz? Remember when there was coronavirus in that episode of Happy Days? And like what happened was there was like the coronavirus, like the pink squeegee thing, and it was coming after the Fonz. And the Fonz was just like, "Ayo," and he hit a jukebox and the song started playing and the coronavirus ran away. Do you remember that episode? It's because the Fonz is so freaking cool. So that song was blasting. Now, the big thing, and here's the article here. If this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry, say live and let die. So was it just a coincidence, or was it somebody, sending a message, sending a kind of a message of irony? Because maybe they saw Trump and all his buddies be like, "We're not going to wear masks. We're not doing it. Trump's not wearing a mask." Well, Pence didn't wear a mask the other week. So if Pence didn't wear a mask, Trump can't wear a mask either, because we are King Cool. So we're not going to wear it. Look at us. And then that song started playing. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but if memory serves me right, it was not my favorite Bond movie. I used to watch a lot of the James Bond movies as a kid. And some of my favorites, I know that Goldfinger's one of my favorites. Dr. No's up there. And I actually liked For Your Eyes Only. I know a lot of people do not like For Your Eyes Only. A lot of people like any Roger Moore Bond movie. They're like, no, thank you. But I actually liked For Your Eyes Only. I might have been one of the only people. but I did like it. And, here's what I got to say about it. James Bond, he'd wear a face mask if it was warranted. Remember that, Donald Trump, Mike Pence. James Bond, he'd wear a face mask.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting